Hello YouTube, my name is Paul, hope you're all keeping well. Welcome back to another Spotlight video. I know 3 years since my last Spotlight video. I can't believe it's been that long. The videos I actually quite enjoy doing, and I do like to look back at games I have fond memories of. Some peculiarities that will be in the collection. And some rarities, but yeah, I always tend to go for games that I actually quite like to play. So yeah, we've got a game today which is Truxton on the Sega Mega Drive. I thought I'd do that one before I do the sequel on the FM Towns, which will be my next Spotlight video. But again, I have to refer to this particular page because I'm no good with pronunciations at the best of times. So Truxton was released in 1988 in the arcades. It was done by Toplan, but it was published by Taito. So I didn't know that. And then not long after that, it got ported across to various different systems. And one being the Sega Mega Drive, which is the system that I remember the game on primarily. Now, it was created by someone called Masahiro Yugi. I'm not sure if I pronounced that name right. And he's also responsible for games like Tiger Heli, Slap Fight, which I've put on the Atari ST, but obviously it doesn't seem to have an attract mode. And one other game he did as well was Twin Cobra. So very famous franchises, aren't they? And Toplan did produce a lot of games like that in the arcades, but usually published under a different name. So Truxton is what I'm going to show in this Spotlight video. Looking forward to playing this, because the one thing that reminds me a lot about this game is that particular weapon, which is absolutely awesome. Now that weapon apparently was a selling point for this game, which is quite interesting. But yeah, it's a game that's readily available on the Sega Mega Drive. I don't have the Japanese one, unfortunately, although it's probably one I would like to pick up in due course. I can't remember if I played the Japanese version back in the day or the UK version or European version. But inside the box, like any other Mega Drive game, it's just the instructions and the cartridge. Now I'm sticking with this particular game because I have done some, well, I think they're fantastic shoot 'em ups already on the Mega Drive during this Spotlight series, but I thought I'd also do that game before I do the FM Towns version of Truxton 2. I'm trying to think what else it was called. It was called something else, wasn't it? Tatsujin? Yeah, it's called Tatsujin, which means expert apparently, so that's quite an interesting thing. But I know the Japanese games generally, when they're released over there, are a lot harder to play than they are here, so they usually put in an easy mode for us in the UK. But yeah, so I was looking at eBay prices because I'm not au fait at all anymore with the prices of Mega Drive games. So I was quite shocked to see the game going for sort of £70–80. Can't remember what I paid for mine. I've had it for a good few years now. But yeah, Mega Drive games at the moment aren't cheap anymore, are they? There's lots of cheap games on the Mega Drive, but some games, especially shooters, seem to hold, or in some cases, increase in value. So as per usual, I'll do a bit of gameplay footage, but before that I'll show you some cover scans and a review I managed to find from Mean Machine, so you can have a gander at that before we start the gameplay section. Hopefully I don't spend forever playing the game. I'm not particularly great at it, I can't get off the first level, so hopefully it shouldn't be an overly long gameplay video. So, see you in the game. So welcome to Truxton. Yes, fantastic shoot 'em up from what I remember back in the day. Yeah, released in the arcade in '88, released on the Mega Drive in Japan in 1989, released over here in the UK November 1990. And I think it was another year after that I played it. I don't think I played many shoot 'em ups on the Mega Drive back in the day. This and Guynog certainly spring to mind, two of my favourite shooters. Although Truxton probably isn't one of the better shooters on the Mega Drive. It's certainly a decent game. Now, from what I've read, it got some decent reviews, predominantly kind of in the 80% range. You can probably see why when you play the game. It's not a brilliant game. Very similar to other toe plan shooters, to be fair. Personally, for me, I'm not really keen on the graphical style of this game, I've got to say. But having said that, it's a fun game. Now, you can select easy, normal and hard. I think easy was just for us here in Europe, I believe. I think Japanese prefer playing their games rock solid. Right, let's start off. Button A gives you the old tappy tappy shooty shooty. Button 3 is more of an auto fire, or button C I should say. And button B is for your bombs. Numerous power-ups in the game. The first one we're going to see here is just speed up. Now, me and speed ups don't go together very well. Sometimes your ship can get too fast, and when I panic, I literally fly across the screen and end up dying. There's a P for a power-up. You need about 5 of those to upgrade your weapon. Current weapon I've got here is a nice spread weapon. Spread it weapon. It's good for dispatching of enemies like this. On HUD, you've got your score, you've got your round and stage, your lives. 2 lives I've got there. You can see the 2 little ships. In the middle there is a skull-shaped sprite, which is your bombs, and the P, obviously, your weapon power-up. Yeah, like I said, the graphics of the game are a bit off-putting for me. I'm not really into this kind of weird extraterrestrial landscape. I do like shoot 'em ups that are based on good old terra firma or have more believable environments. You do find that with toe plan games, they very much look like this when they're away from planet Earth. This is the first of the different weapons I'm going to show you. The laser beam, and we've got the plasma laser, which is probably my favourite. It does clear the enemies rather easily. Because it's not a spread weapon, it's not very good when it comes to multiple baddies, but this one is. But it's more powered up than this, that is. Yeah, when you use your special power, it does clear away bullets as well, so it can help to get out of those sticky situations, even when it's just trying to clear a few bullets. But you will need to keep a couple for the end of level Guardian, because he's a bit of a git. They're quite a frantic game. I've picked up a speed up, which is now probably gone a bit too fast for me. Ship is moving a little bit too urgently. Major power up, awesome. There we go. Now it looks like a shoot 'em up, doesn't it? Bullets everywhere. I think there's one more power up after this. There might even be 2, to be fair. I can't remember. Yeah, the ship moves a bit urgent, don't like it. I've maxed out on speed. Now every time you pick up maxed out on speed, every time you pick up the speed icon now you get points. Ooh, luckily I was a bit oh my god! Yeah, the ship moves too fast now. Don't like it. Yeah, you get 5,000 points now you maxed out, so that's quite handy. Extra life at 70,000. Again, quite handy. I can't even remember what comes next. Oh, these bastards. I hate these epoxy things. Oh! Yeah, I don't like using my power-ups to clear bullets out of the way, but I had no choice there. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Extra life. Doing alright. There are some sweet spots in the game though that if you die, you quickly get your power-ups back. Sometimes there's parts of the game that don't happen at all and you're kind of stuck there then with really bad weapons. But yeah, too many greens in this game for me. We are heading towards the end, halfway level Guardian. The mid-Guardian, the mid-boss, what we want to call it. This gargantuan contraption of crap. You need 2 power-ups for that. Every time. One benefit is I've got rid of all that speed. I'm now clean again. Could do with a bit more speed though. It's a little bit slow. Probably a bit better. There we go. Just trying to work out how many speeds that I need then really. Do I need 2 or 3? What am I comfortable with? Definitely make sure I save some bombs now for the end of level Guardian or halfway Guardian. Quite as close. Got the best weapon here though, have I? To be fair. A bit poncy. Right, it's him gone. Keep an eye on where it says round and stage. I can't remember which one goes up first. Not a million miles from the second half. I find with most toe plan shooters though, they do have a lot of long levels, almost like just one big continuous level, aren't they? I do like the aircraft or airplane shooters by this firm. Fire Shark's a good game. Another shooter I haven't played that I've got though is a game called Hellfire. Also another toe plan game, I believe. Here we go, now stage 2. Ah, I think the baddies come from behind you on this one. Yeah, could do with that. Superpower. Yeah, I think the next stage up, you've got like 5 laser beams coming out of you. Pretty cool. I can't get much further than this. Didn't want to pick that up. Oh, I didn't want to pick it up. Ah, here we go. It's these twats again. Bit nervous. I don't know what's going on. I haven't been here before, I don't think. Yeah, you sly little dogs. Oh, jeez. Oh, fucking hell. What's going on? Too many bullets. Oh. I don't like being crept up from behind. Not good. Now I'm fucked, aren't I? Yeah, I think this is the furthest I've got. I like that old breaking glass effect. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is the furthest I've been that I can remember in the modern age. Every time. Every flipping time. Game's mean, isn't it? Maybe I should... Oh, maybe I should stick with easy mode. Problem is you've got to memorise that, haven't you? You've got to remember where those little bastards come from. Don't do that! What the hell? What on earth? Should we continue? One continue, then what the hell? And then we'll stop. Blimey, it's tough. He's done it again. What's wrong with me? Got a death wish. At least I feel a little bit more empowered at the minute with this weapon. Don't do it, Paul. Don't do it. Temperature's rising. Ah, dearie me. I think I'm going to call it a day before I throw something at the screen. Anyway, let's go and conclude. So, as per usual, I suck at shoot 'em ups. Yes, it got a bit frustrating towards the end there. Always happens though, it gets too frantic, I do panic, I end up crashing my craft into something that I shouldn't be crashing my craft into. It's very rare that I actually complete a shoot 'em up, I've got to say. But yeah, I certainly would recommend Truxton. For those of you who've got slightly more patience than me. Those who kind of keep a nice even keel when they're playing games and don't get wound up or get too panicky. But yeah, it's a good game. I got fond memories of the game, but I thought I did better. I might have done. I was, what, 17 back in the day when this came out, so I probably played it better than I do today. But I just wish I knew if I played the Japanese one or the UK one. I should say the PAL one, really, shouldn't I? I got a feeling it might have been the PAL one, but I can't remember how I obtained it. But yeah, it's just frustrating. It's tough, just like the other games released by Toplan. Twin Hawk was one that I found really hard. The other plane game, that was tough as well. But yeah, so with Guynog, I did like the pace of Guynog. I thought it was a great game. Certainly up my street because it was a bit easier than this. But most Mega Drive shooters that I play are genuinely quite tough. I certainly would recommend it. Certainly would recommend you pick it up. But it's just slightly more expensive than I would expect this game to be going for. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the Spotlight videos return. I'd like to do, like I said, Truxton 2 next. So again, that one there I can fare better than this one, but only just. But it'd be good to put an FM Towns game up finally as part of the Spotlight series. If you guys have got any games you want me to go through in a Spotlight, it could be nostalgic, it could be something you're curious about in the collection, then let me know in the description. Don't do that in the description. Put in the comments below so I can do a video in the future based on that game and based on your choice. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. I'll see you guys again real soon. So take care and bye for now.